Welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles, our twice-a-year game. I'm your host. Stereotypical narrator voice. When we were last here, you guys had made yourself down into the ancient dwarven mines. You'd left the dwarven caves and the upper levels, and you made your way down to this here level. Immediately you got teleported, got a bit divided, regrouped, made it into the northeast corner, and made friends with some spiders. You dispatched said spiders. Their corpses still litter the battleground. And that was enough for a couple of you to level up. Now, I will say, one of you, Tempe, is nowhere near the rest of the party.
Tempe.
Is it Tempe or Tyros? I'm always confused.
It's Tyros. It's
Yeah.
Tyros.
Yes, and you'll recall the text message that I sent you the last time that we played.
I will not recall that, but
The last time that we played after we shut down, my little companion over here, this guy, wanted to see what it's like to move a character around a little bit, so I thought I'd let him wander the map a bit, and Tyros inadvertently fell into a trap.
oh, that's right. He's in a trap. That's right. So you are in a trap.
So this was
So you know.
So we had finished the game. I was just showing him how to move around. We moved.
He moved.
Yes, he moved.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He moved. So let's see. I got to make you small,
So
and you are in a trap.
I'm fine playing that.
Oh no, that's the rule.
Do you know where the trap is? Did we see him wander off?
Did you?
I would think yes.
I don't think anybody saw me wander.
Oh no.
Everyone was gone by then.
If I remember, he went up over here somewhere, so you and I wouldn't be able to see him because he was up in another, like, he went down to the corner where Stephanos is.
I'll tell you this. He wandered down this hallway, and that's all I'll give you.
Okay, so I would have at least seen him where I am. I probably would have seen him pass through the junction that I'm at.
Yeah.
That
So
would
we know general direction. Okay, guys, have y'all seen Tyros recently? Like,
Yeah, so Tyros is missing, and so I'm torn because little guy, whatever. But it is one of the things as you wander around the map, because you're seeing parts of the map that you didn't officially get to see. So now you have officially seen them. So and there's and you found a pit trap and all that. So like if I would have just stayed in the thing. By the way, David, if he ever wants to just like try something, I'll load a map for you guys, and like he can just wander around and fight a dragon or whatever he wants to do. Right, just for fun.
I'll pick you up on that.
Yeah, but the GM judgment is just like when people wander around while I'm given a narrative. I meant to turn off movement. That was probably on me, but then you wouldn't be able to show him. So, but anyway, I'm sure it made a good memory, right? You've heard the guy scream. He fell into the trap.
Yep.
He said, "Oh, it's dark. I'm a little cold in here. Gee, it's dark." It should have given you some damage, right? Just a little bit.
It did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I got some damage.
So do me a favor. Let's start with Tempe real quick. Can you just roll a d20 and you want below a 10?
I want below a 10.
You want low is good.
Okay. For damage or?
No. Well, I mean,
okay.
it depends. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Oh, you got lucky. All right, so nothing's broken, so you're good. And there were in this trap, there's no spikes. It's just some weak earth. You're not sure looking around. It's a little dark, but you're not sure looking around if this was a trap or you just fell through some weak earth into a fissure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So, all right. So now I will give you the opportunity. You know how far you've went from your friends. And it was, that you've traveled, and you guys don't know that he traveled this far. You've traveled about 70 feet. So that's not far to call out if you want to call out, but your passive insight, or your common sense would tell you, yelling in a mine will probably draw the attention of your party, but it could potentially draw the attention of other things.
Yes. How deep is this fissure that I fell into?
It's about 30 feet,
About 30 feet. Okay.
so it's a pretty good fall.
Okay.
And it's about only about 5 feet hole at the top, and it gets a little wider at the bottom.
Yeah.
You don't see any characteristics of, like, there's no secret tunnels or pathways, right? It is what it is.
Okay. I am looking to see if I have anything I can get out of here with. So I'm just checking my inventory right now. Tyros is just sort of
Okay,
gathering himself as he is
Figuring
falling.
himself out.
perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the party in the north.
Or something. Yeah. Could we roll to see if we perceived anything when this all went down?
Yeah, let me do that for you. And then I'm curious, are you guys done with the bodies?
Yeah, because you left us to loot the bodies last time.
Okay,
Yeah, I think I got it. I wanted. Can't
See,
really remember.
Tempe, Toph, and Stephanos. So just be a perception. And I'll give you general perception based on your roll, but specific perception if you beat a 10. I will show DC and start epic roll. Two fumbles.
You're kidding me.
Wow. But get those fumbles out of the way, you guys. That's what I say.
By the way, you could probably take. Stephanos is here, so you could take control off away from me.
Okay. Oh, I need Tyros. You need to roll Tempe, or whoever's rolling, or whoever's playing Tempe. I can't remember.
Yeah, forgot. Thanks.
15. All right. So it just makes sense. Your ranger, like, two of you perceive barely the nose on your face. But the other ones sense something. But Tempe, especially since Tempe is where he is, he saw. I'm sorry. No. Tempe is where he is. He saw Tyros heading, just like wandering south, like silently, right? Sort of roguing his way down to the south. As a matter of fact, his line of sight, from where he stands, he can roughly make out where he last saw you. My Discord is still acting up, but I can hear y'all. We'll continue and try to fix it. Oh, yay. Did I hit record, you guys? I did. Yeah, okay. Making sure.
So.
Yeah.
Then Jaren, being who he is, would probably say, "Hey, where's everybody?" Because I could only see Toph, so I would be like, "Where's everybody? Everybody okay?"
All right, so
That was crazy.
Are you yelling down the? Are you yelling?
That would be what I would do. I would be trying to make sure everyone is okay. Are you guys all okay?
Yes. We're okay.
And are you shouting back to him?
No, I'm saying it softly, hoping my voice carries.
All right, let's see here. Hold on. I gotta roll something here.
Welcome. Glad you can make it.
Finally, I think the storms are effing stuff up.
Oh, are they hitting you pretty bad?
Yeah, there's flood warnings up in San Francisco.
Wow.
Is it coming our way? We're gonna get
You're
it
gonna
soon.
get a hit of this atmospheric river.
The irony is that San Francisco gets an atmospheric river all the time.
True.
All right, you got lucky. Nothing heard you. All right,
Sorry,
so you now know that there's some people to the north. Dinjarin, you fumbled your perception, right? Yeah. So you didn't notice Tyros or anything, so you don't know where he is. Toph, you don't know where he is. Stephanos, the only one who knows where he is Tempe. Tyros, is Tempe sharing this information with everyone?
I don't think Tempe even really realized that Tyros is missing at this stage.
No, that was what the perception roll was for.
Oh, what did I roll on perception? I got a 15.
You missed that entire narrative. You son
No,
of a gun.
No, I heard the narrative of everybody else that couldn't even perceive the nose on their face.
No, so Tempe, what I said was Tempe saw Tyros heading south, and from where he's standing, he didn't necessarily. Well, let me see something. Give me 1 second. Tempe. And we're going to do I'm gonna do one of these. Make it interesting. And it's gonna be a weird roll, and you guys can disagree with what I chose, but I'm doing it.
Oh, survival check.
Yeah, I'm thinking like sort of instinctual. Oh, missed. So yeah, so he did not. So Tyros, he did not see you fall into the pit.
No, he just saw me wandering south. Yeah, so from Tempe's perspective, he just figured Tyros is going to see if there's any more bodies to loot, but not wandering far from the group. So Tempe is not too concerned right yet.
Okay.
And he only has dark vision up to 60, so I don't think he would have seen Tempe or Tyros fall anyways.
Oh, you're right. He wouldn't have. And although it's weird because it shouldn't, when I have him selected, it shouldn't let his character see much farther. It should stop where it stopped. But anyway, yeah. Although you guys are aware that your party members have this tendency these days to just sort of wander off.
That's just old Tempe.
All right, so if you're done with the bodies, I'm gonna delete the bodies.
That should be fine.
All right.
I mean, it already hit the floor, so.
All right, deleting bodies. Here's that.
You guys, I think it's time for me to wander off into the distance on my own. No one look for me.
Go on a walkabout.
I gotta go on a walkabout.
Interesting.
All right. So what are you guys doing? So
we're gonna group up.
All right.
And then hopefully notice someone's missing.
Toph, you are the leader for this session, so please wrangle your team as you need. We'll go from there. And then before you guys do anything, let me know, and I'm turning off movement until you guys tell me, sort of declare your plan. And I won't bother you again until then.
Can Tyros make an attempt to crawl out of said fissure?
You can.
Okay. So Tyros has 50 feet of hemp and a grappling hook in his inventory.
Sorry.
Oh, whole 50 feet.
The humble brag there if I haven't heard one.
Yeah.
Grappling hook. Do you guys?
All right.
So basically, I would like to tie the rope to the grappling hook and throw it out of the fissure and hope that I can snag either the edge of the fissure or a heavy boulder or something behind it or on the track.
You do remember there was a minecart to the south of you, and yeah, there was absolutely a track around. So, and you said you have a grappling hook. You said it's attached to it, right? So you get a bonus.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't remember the cart. I just remember sort of wandering and then fell. So.
All right. So let me. Well, you would have seen it. It's hard to miss. It's literally right here.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So let's have you roll. And this is you. You're throwing your grappling hook, right?
I am throwing my grappling hook out of the fissure and hoping to catch it onto something.
All right. I wonder what this does. And show DC. Oops, that's a contested roll. That was, there we go. All right, so you whip that thing up, and solid enough. You needed a 7. You got a 13. So it's, it slides for about 6 inches. Which way did you? North, south, east, west. Which direction did you go?
I'm facing north, so I threw it north.
All right. So you hear it clang, and it drags for about 6 inches, and then it finds purpose. Right. It latches onto something. You're not sure if it's a tie or if it's a piece of metal or what have you. But you feel comfortable enough. Your passive intelligence tells you that the tracks run this way, right? And it wouldn't have probably grabbed onto a track, so it's probably grabbed into one of those pieces of wood, which make you feel pretty good.
Yep.
So give it a couple of solid yanks, and we're good. It's 30 feet.
Okay.
So we're gonna play a fun game of roll every 10 to see if you fall.
Question.
Yes, sir.
How loud was the clang?
Not as loud as you're yelling.
So you can ask
Making
me
sure.
that. You can ask me that as a general question, but you are not aware of anything happening.
Oh, so we didn't hear it.
Oh, okay, the question is, did we hear that? I guess is the question.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
Like,
make you
we-
roll for that. I'll make you roll for that. That's fine. And that would have been Dinjarin who would have had a chance of it. Perception.
I thought you were referring to any creatures that heard me.
What's your passive perception?
Let's see. Where on this?
Under your
Doesn't
character
say
sheet?
Yeah, but where on the? I don't see. I see straight.
Settings.
Should be under details.
Settings icon.
Under skill?
Proficiency.
Your perception
Perception,
is 16.
Yeah.
Almost.
So mine is 13 with a +3. All
All right. So I'm gonna let you roll this. I'll let you roll this with advantage because you have a high perception. So go for it.
I click the advantage.
Yeah,
On
advantage.
it
Yeah.
then?
Yep.
Come on.
Oh.
Ooh. Can't read what that is, but that's. Good thing I had advantage.
Yeah. So down to the south, you hear a clang, and then just sort of like a thud, and that's it.
Then. Okay,
And it's,
I
and
just
it's
kinda
coming from
wave-
roughly this direction here.
Okay. I try to wave to Toph and say like point to my ear and like directionally like that way. Like I hear something over there.
It's very Dinjarin. One moment he's yelling, the next he's pantomiming.
I know. Okay. Well, I definitely want to check out what he's pointing at. He's never led me wrong before.
Okay, so
So I-
I'm gonna have David roll for his first 10 feet, and then I'm gonna go to you guys and let you guys move. So we'll do back and forth these. Does that work for you guys?
Okay.
Back and forth,
All right. So this is an athletics check, and it's unbelievably low. So this is your race to lose, my friend. Here we go. You think you can beat a 3?
Fingers crossed.
To be a 3?
Yeah.
He did. He killed that 3. All right.
So he got out?
So I have climbed 10 feet.
He's,
That was
he's-
gonna happen.
he's 10 feet up. All right. So the rest of you, you guys can move your distance, unless you choose to dash, in which case you can move twice your distance without stealth. So there's a chance that you draw attention. But I'll let you move quietly for your full distance. And of course, you know the rules. Anything you hit or do or whatever, it counts.
Okay.
And you guys see from the south, you see from multiple directions more sort of radiating coming from what looks like those portals.
Yeah, I'll kind of walk this way since, like, kind of waiting to follow because since I heard roughly where that noise was coming from, I'm gonna start heading that way.
And don't forget, Tyros, you're controlling Tempe.
Yep.
Hoping Tippy knows what I'm doing.
Tempe sees Dinjarin just starting to walk and is going to start following cautiously, not sure what's going on.
I'm 30, by the way. That's where I'm 30.
Tell me when you guys are all moved into places.
I'm moved. All good?
You guys are good?
I am right up on Dinjarin's tail.
All right.
Tempe is.
I think we're good.
Okay. All right. Okay, so then we're going to go back down to Tempe. I'm sorry, to Tyros. And we're going to roll another athletics check. And this time it gets a little harder because you're higher up the rope. But it's not super hard. I think you can beat a 6. You gonna let your son roll the dice?
Want to roll the dice? Click the mouse. There we go. You rolled it.
And
Oh.
he succeeded.
That modifier help.
All
You
right.
should just be so nonchalant, like you were never in a trap at all.
So you're at 20
Hey,
feet.
guys, what's up?
Brush everything off of me and sort of look behind like I'm tripping on a stone.
All right. Next up.
And is he high enough now, or like we might see his like head peeking through yet, or no? Not
No,
yet?
no. I mean, you're from where you're standing. Let's see what you might
I'm
see.
still-
You might
10
see a
feet
grappling
below.
hook if you since you heard it, Dinjarin, you might see a grappling hook. So let me have you roll for that real quick. And my assumption is that you're looking for it.
Yeah, I guess I would just be looking around to see like what was the noise I heard. Just kind of, is there another creature coming or something? Just trying to figure out what it was. Nope, don't know anything. I'm just-
Yeah, you don't. Aw. At this point, you don't pick up on anything.
What's not
Nothing.
anything? Cool. Is it our turn to move, by the way?
It is your turn to move.
Okay.
As you walk down that hallway, about 5 feet in front of where you started, the air got very cold. And as soon as you passed that spot, it warmed back up.
Me?
Yeah.
Or oh.
Sorry, was it cold right where he was standing or what he
You-
walked past?
I'll tell you this as Tempe, but it was cold right about here.
Right. Yeah. Because I didn't see anything when I was looking around, and I felt the cold. I kind of walked back to that spot too, just to kind of feel around. I guess is it cold like it just a sudden? Do I feel like it's a sudden drop in temperature, or is it like I feel some breeze coming from somewhere, like air flowing somewhere?
So what you feel is a couple of things. Like the air feels colder. It definitely feels colder on the west wall. Like if you put your hand against the wall feels a lot colder. But it also like gives you the heebie-jeebies. Like something gives you the willies. Something just doesn't feel right there.
Okay. So I look at Tempe and I say like, "Hey, come here. Come feel it. Like, is it just me, or does it get colder here? Like, this kind of weird. Something's not right. Like, but is it just me?" So I kind of try to get him to come over and investigate it as well.
All right.
Take a look.
And
All right,
Tempe,
well, Tempe-
you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll move down. I think you pointed right about here.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. You feel your right side of your body feels very cold.
Can I'm gonna do an investigation then. Just kind of look around, see if there's like a draft or a hole or something.
Check for traps.
Yeah. Before you do your investigation, did the other two party members want to move to where they want to be?
Yes. I want to get closer to where everyone else is.
Yeah. Me and Stephanos are catching it.
All right, and this is Tempe that's rolling this, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm just kind of staring at the wall, just like perplexed, like, oh.
All right, let's see what I can give you. All right, so here comes the roll.
Not great.
Turn back.
Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
Creepy.
Did only Tippy hear that, or because I'm next to him, was I able to hear that too?
You within earshot, you guys could have heard that.
Okay.
So yeah, so Tempe, you hear coming from the wall, turn back.
All right. Tempe is just freaked out all of a sudden.
I kind of look at Tippy like, what was that? Why do you want me to turn back? Was that you? What?
Very Dinjarin.
Like, what? What? What is that? Why?
It was not me, man. And with that, Tempe is going to take about 5 feet back. I'm going to butt up against Toph because I don't even realize Toph is behind me. So I'm kind of walking backwards.
Do you pull in a Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, pulling Scooby-Doo. so-
Ghost.
Yeah,
I probably would just turn and start staring at the wall again. Like, what? Just that would be all I would do. I wouldn't move anymore. I'd just be staring at the wall.
All right, so you guys are staring at the wall. Tyros, are you wanting to take your last?
Yeah, I'll take my last climb. Or athletics check.
Okay, give me 1 second. Pull it up. Where's that? There it is. I gotta select you, and then this guy here, and athletics, and it gets 3 harder every time, so that puts us at a mere 10. All right. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
So, Tyros, you're it's a long 30 feet's a long way to climb, and you see the edge and you reach for it, and a little prematurely, and you slip. So that athletics check doesn't mean that you've fallen. That means that I'm going to roll one of these guys.
You get to add stuff to that.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's good.
You're good. Yeah. So yeah, you reach up, you try to find a foothold, a hold, but it's just there's gravel, it's mine, it's slippery. Your hand slips and you drop about 2 feet. You grab the rope and you hear it go, and it's just sort of you're just sort of hanging there against the wall, getting your head back together, and you're okay. All right. Next group. You're up to the north. What are you doing?
Would I have been able to hear anything that just happened down there? Like
Yeah,
what I've heard,
you would have heard the gravel. You heard someone go, ugh, ah, and then you hear the gravel sort of fall and sort of trickle down into the pit.
I probably, being that I get distracted by shiny things, would have turned immediately to where the noise was and started heading back that way
Okay.
towards it. So let's see.
And right about there, the wall to the east gets very cold.
I look at the wall again. Oh, wait. What is this? It's hot and cold. This is weird.
Mm-hmm.
And now you made me lose my count how far I walked.
So 5, 10, 15, you're 20.
20. Okay, I'd keep going.
Okay.
25, 30. Right there is my max distance, so.
You feel as if your soul is encased in ice. You're very suddenly very, very, very cold. And very unpleasant. And almost coming from within your own head. Turn back.
Yeah. Guys?
So same thing. You hear turn back. And it's odd because it's almost coming from all around you. You can't tell which direction it's coming from. And that's the end of your movement, right?
Yeah, I would just be doing this. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Guys!
All right, we got Tempe and Toph and Stefanos. Make your way to wherever you're going.
Downtown. I'm gonna also
Tyros
go.
feels and Toph, as you walk past, you feel very cold. That same spot. Stefanos, you're right now to the right is unbelievably cold, and you're hearing that same whispering voice say, "Turn back."
Got it.
Not like Cher, not like if I could turn back time, not like that. Just turn back.
Well, imagine Tippy is like, what? Why are you guys going there? I just told you it's weird.
Don't forget your Tyros. You're controlling Tempe.
Yeah. Tempe sort of didn't want to go, but everyone else is moving, so we'll follow.
Can I do a knowledge about this? Like think on the coldness and the voice now that I've experienced it?
Yep. Let me do that'd be a nature check. And where are you? Toph?
In the middle.
There you go. And start.
Ooh, good one.
Knowledge is not my forte.
So, well, the good news is it was enough for something. I'm gonna try my little tool to see what it'll tell you. Just because I wrote it, I might as well try it. So
Yeah.
here, and this was that. And it was a nature check. You guys know that I wrote a bunch of tools, right?
Yeah, you walked us through them last time.
Oh, cool.
So cool.
Cool.
And let's see if it still works. I haven't tried this in a couple of weeks. So right now I'm seeing, what do you know for this roll against this thing? So you're going to know some stuff. So what you do know, Toph, and it hasn't come back yet, but what you do know is that this feels like some undead presence. It wasn't immediately hostile towards you, which is a good indication it's probably not a specter. It's something within a wall, so it's something that's incorporeal. Actually, here you go. I'll give you. Here's what, according to AI, what it thinks that you should know with that 14. So you know it's a ghost. Some sort of a ghost. Or ghosts. You aren't sure about how many. You've only felt one cold spot.
Guys, it's a ghost.
Exactly. Exactly. And you feel one... You feel that same coldness sort of up ahead, right around over in this area. You felt it in this area as well. And the same thing, you know, as you've made your way towards the south, you're hearing, you know, more and more sort of like disembodied voices saying, turn back. Turn back. Something doesn't want you in these mines. Now, do you guys recall if you ran into anything like this up top?
No, we didn't.
You guys came in through the cave, right?
Yeah, we came in through the cave and then we just used all the warps to warp
Beelined it.
zones.
Yeah.
You
This
beelined.
is,
Yeah.
this is new. Here we go.
All right, so everybody's stacked up. It's now, we're going back down to Tyros. His program is already in progress. Let's do this last roll, my friend. Well, could be your last roll. And this is an this is an athletics check again. It gets slightly harder, though, every time you do it. Not much this time. Did it pop up? I think my internet just went down. Are you kidding me? My internet is down. Let's see if I can get it back up. The internet just went down. I will try to bring it back up. We shall. Be right back. Oh, let me put this back in. All right, so you're gonna roll. I'm still logging in.
No worries.
I'm back in the game. Now I've got to hit
Why are
refresh.
there a bunch of kids at my house right now?
Are they your kids?
I mean, I have 3. Well, 2. I'm about to get a third one.
That's so
But those are
exciting.
always
Yeah, hold on. I gotta go see what's going on. I think
All
my
right.
daughter's trying to go out somewhere. My wife's not.
Rob.
Be right back.
right.
No worries. It's a very eventful game.
Yeah, I feel like I think the move is going to be to just see if we can have two-way communication, like by just talking to them and being nice. And then my goal would be to try and get information about where the thing is we're looking for, which is a piece of the navigator, right?
The Wayfinder, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So that would be the ultimate goal of the conversation. Who's the most charismatic person? I am more of a smash person.
That's a good question.
I
You'd have
think
to look
I
at your
have
character sheets.
a charisma spell that I usually use. A charming spell.
So Tyros. Oh, well, Tyros isn't even going to be able to talk. You see,
No.
Tempe.
Well, we were in the middle of while you guys are formulating your stuff. It's an 11. Let me hit your epic roll because we were remember I just said we're gonna roll your last roll. Hopefully you make it up.
Yeah.
Not with a 4,
Not
you're
with
not.
that. Oh,
Oh, sir.
All right. You know what that means.
yep. Acrobatics.
And it gets harder each time because you start to get fatigued.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So my daughter brought her friends here after school, only to drop off her bag to walk them home in the rain.
Oh, wow.
Did she take an umbrella?
No. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna use their umbrella." I'm like, "But what about when you walk home?" "Oh, I'll just go fast."
Kids. So Tyros, you again, you managed to grab that same spot, and as you're grabbing, you're thinking like, "Oh crap! I already know that this is not a good place to grab." You drop a couple of feet, a little farther this time, but you don't fall. You succeeded. You hang on to the rope, but you're starting to get a little worried because that rope is rubbing against that rough edge of the side. It doesn't look like it's fraying quite yet, but you do want to get out of here pretty quickly.
Yeah. It is hemp rope, so it should be fairly sturdy. But I am
Fairly, yes, yeah.
It's still a fiber.
Yeah, and I guess you're getting tired. You're fatiguing. Every time you fail, it gets a little harder. So hopefully you get some help, some aid. Someone maybe reach a hand down and grab you at some point. So-
Ghosts. I'm talking to ghosts right now.
Talking to ghosts. All right, so let's do this real quick. So up in the northern group, you guys are all grouped up. Stephanos, did you want to do your thing before you have to jet to whatever you're going to do?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to put my holy symbol in hand, and I already have my spirit shroud or spirit guardians working.
Okay, awesome. Where is Dinjarin?
I'm still down. I'm a little bit south from Toph.
Oh, you're under Tyros.
No?
Nope.
Let me. I'm sorry. You're under Tempe. I gotta
Oh,
unstack.
me?
I gotta unstack you.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're not. You're not under him.
Oh.
No. He's just south. He's about 10 feet south of me.
Yeah, like if you look at the two mine carts.
Oh, I know. Okay, I got it. All right, so do your thing, Stephanos.
Yeah, so I put on my holy symbol as a necklace.
All right.
I already have but I don't actually know if I have to manually do that. But I have my spirit shrouds already working, and then I'm moving towards the south.
All right. Let you do that. Okay, so you're not casting anything on anyone, right? It's just.
No, I already did the casting. It's already working.
Okay, perfect. And you get very cold, and as you stand there, right when you walk into place, you see this hand just sort of wipe through the wall and come at you, and you feel this cold chill run down your spine. While that's happening, Dinjarin, all around you gets fuzzy as this ghost manifests. Literally, you're standing inside of the ghost.
Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Up to the north, you guys see emerge from the wall a ghost. Imagine that.
Quick question.
Yeah.
When we leveled up, even though I didn't have new spells that I could, like, spell slots, was I able to spells?
Was what? Was your character
Like
able to cast spells?
No, am I? Yeah, he is. But am I able to like? Was I able to like decide? Oh, I want to ready this spell versus that spell. Was I supposed to do?
You should have, yeah.
Do that at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I won't do it because now that I know, I was like, oh, this spell would have worked great for this, but I'm not. So I'm not gonna do it. But.
Yeah, it would. Well, here's what we can do: roll a 20, 1 to 10, do it. 11 to 20, you can't do it. Sound good? Because
it's okay.
Because it was a mistake. I just don't. You can't. You can't like. Oh, there's ghosts. I'm gonna go back in time and ready this thing that would be good for ghosts. But you should have been able to ready something.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if it would work for ghosts. To be honest, I don't know what it was. It's a protection from evil and good. I don't know if that would do anything. So, but that's why I was like, we'll just go forward. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Stephanie's out, by the way.
Yeah, Stephanie's out, and you guys are officially in combat. Not that you can't talk to people, because I know that's what Toph wants to do. But I'm going to start up combat real quick, just so that we're officially in the right state. I'll have you guys roll for initiative. Did any of you get those 20s, or is it me?
Oh.
And Tyros is not in combat, because Tyros is in the pit still.
Yeah.
And then I will roll for Stephanos. And I will roll for Toph.
I got crappy roll.
No one got 20s. Because you guys know the 20s rule, right? If you roll a 20, you can move up, you can move anywhere in the stack, or you can give it to one of your party members and move them anywhere in the stack. All right. So let me hit begin combat, even though you're not officially in combat. And this guy pops into view. And we're at the top of the stack now. Did you guys want to continue for a second, or did you guys want to end it today?
I say we end it since it's just me and David. Like,
just you guys are so lame, yeah.
It kind of sucks just the battle. No one here, and especially given that I am surrounded by 3 ghosts. Well, I am literally surrounded by 1, but
yeah,
but 2 other ghosts, and no one else to help me right now. Here's what
we're gonna do.
We've never fought an aberration before.
No, you never have. Yeah, that's so. I gave the narrative for what you guys know about aberrations to Toph, so she knows that's in the chat window. We're just gonna roll you out of this pit temporarily, and then we'll end on you either out of the pit or falling into the bottom. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Again, it gets harder every time.
Yep.
All right, so let me pop you out. So give me 1 second. So first, you plop out, okay, and then I make you bigified.
I was just so worried if you fell, and I think it's like what?
A little big.
Oh, you're giant.
Yeah, a little big. Sorry, my bad.
Because it's like 10 bludgeoning damage or something for every like certain amount of feet, right? So that would have done some damage to you too.
I already got damaged when I fell the first time.
Yeah.
You are not welcome here. You have been warned to turn back.
And I'd pop out of this pit only to have this aberration and a warning driven to me. What the hell?
Yeah, so you are face to face. Like you pop out and there's a ghost. You like look up and there's this ghost looking at you saying, you're not welcome here. You were told to turn back. So looks very determined. And I'm gonna have do a party roll. So I'll roll for most of them. Give me 1 second.
So I'm guessing these ghosts were asleep when Tyros wandered his way down the hall the first time.
I'm sure Tyros felt a little draft. I think Tyros was trying to find his way back to the party.
I think what happened is Tyros triggered them, seeing like, oh, people are coming, and then when more of us came, they were like, get out of here, get out of here.
All right, you guys roll.
Something good. I don't know. All right.
A 2. Yeah, so these are definitely ghosts. You have not fought them before. Well, when we play next time, you guys can roll to understand specifics about the ghosts. But what you do notice is that they all look like dwarves, right? So just sort of your just passive insight is starting to, like, you're in a mine, an ancient mine, a dwarven mine. You're seeing dwarf ghosts, right? Something's up here.
The only one who wouldn't realize that is me, and I'm like right in a ghost, so I'd be like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, your whole world is like weird, like ethereal, swimmy, like whatever. You feel slightly violated, but probably not as violated as a ghost. So.
I'm doing one of these, like, "Oh, what is this?"
So yeah, when we next play, you guys are in the ancient mines. You have Tyros has gotten himself out of the pit he fell into. You guys have somewhat regrouped, and you have been warned several times that you're not welcome here, and you've kept proceeding, and more ghosts have shown up as you've proceeded deeper and deeper into the mine. So they're not pleased that you have not heeded their warning and just turned tail and run. But that's not the Smite Force way, is it? So you are not the turn-tail people. How do you fight a ghost? You'll have to figure it out.
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Well, you're inside the ghost, so I don't know. You can do with that what you want.
I
So
don't even know how to help. Don't worry.
so until next time, on the Smite Force Chronicles. There you go. All right, guys. It's really laggy when I change voices, so I don't know how fast it happens, but it still says I'm being the narrator.
Nope, you're back to normal.
Awesome. Well, I don't know about that. But anyway, it's delightful. It was good that we didn't get to play for very long. What a weird time to have. My internet just dropped for a second and then came right back up. I don't know.
Weird.
It's just a light rain, but PG&E and who can say with my power, I wouldn't be surprised if it went out. My internet tends to last through all the storms, so I'll give Xfinity a shout out for that one. Anyway, when we play next week, otherwise, I'll see you all later.
Sounds good. Thanks, Thomas.
Later, man.